Clara held Alan in her arms, the damp stone floor hard beneath them. His weight was real. His breath, shallow but steady, warmed her shoulder. For a moment, she said nothing. Just felt. The truth. The impossible truth. Alan was alive. His voice trembled. "You found it." "I found everything," Clara whispered. Alan winced as he tried to sit up. Clara helped him gently, her fingers brushing against the rope burns on his wrists. "How?" she asked. Alan leaned against the wall, his eyes dull with exhaustion but lit with wonder. "There were things I couldn't tell you. People I trusted, turned. Jay tried to warn me. I thought I'd sealed it all away. That it would die with me." Clara touched his face. "But it didn't." He shook his head. "Because you're stubborn. And smart. And braver than anyone ever gave you credit for." She smiled through the tears. "We have to get you out of here." The man in the green coat. "He's still watching. He tried to take what the chamber protects." Clara nodded. "Then we go now." Getting Alan up the winding stair was slow, but he insisted on walking. The weight of years was in his limbs, but his will was unshaken. At the top, Clara paused before lifting the hatch. He could be waiting. Alan reached into his coat, the same old canvas one he always wore, and pulled out a folded paper. "Show him this. If he's there, he'll run." Clara nodded and pushed the hatch open. The lighthouse chamber was empty. Pale light filtered through the cracks. Outside, the sea roared like applause. They moved carefully down the spiral stairs and exited the tower into a blaze of late afternoon light. He was waiting. The man in the green coat stood beside the gate, arms folded. Clara stepped forward. "You've lost." He tilted his head. "Have I?" She unfolded the paper Alan had given her. A symbol, drawn in black ink, an eye above a wave. The man flinched. "That mark still holds," she said. His smile faltered. For a second, Clara saw the uncertainty behind his eyes. Then he turned, stepped backward into the tree line, and vanished. They didn't go home immediately. Instead, they drove to a coastal motel Alan had once loved. A safe place, he told her, watched over by someone he trusted. Clara helped him bathe, bandage the wounds, and sleep. That night, she stayed awake beside him, watching the tide rise and fall in the window. When he finally woke at dawn, he spoke before she could ask anything. "I wasn't supposed to survive. The chamber, it preserved me. Slowed everything. Jay made sure of it." "Why?" "Because what we found down there mattered. Not just to us, but to others. They were willing to erase us to keep it hidden." He reached for her hand. "But you remembered me. You listened to the whispers." Clara blinked back tears. "They were never whispers." "Not really. They were shouts. I just finally heard them." In the weeks that followed, the lighthouse was sealed for good, quietly, without fanfare. Alan stayed hidden, slowly recovering. Clara returned home once, briefly, to pack bags and send letters. To Peter and Rachel, she wrote the truth, as much as she could. They didn't ask for details. They only asked when they could see him again. Clara smiled when she read their replies. Soon. They moved inland, to a small house by a river with no name. Alan tended a new garden. Clara wrote, every morning, pages and pages. The mystery wasn't over, not really. But the danger had passed. And the love remained. On quiet afternoons, Clara still wore the wooden ring. She never heard from Jay again. But she didn't need to. Some mysteries are better left buried. Others, They bloom.